Today, I'd like to talk about the concept of flow proposed by the psychologist Csikszentmihalyi. Flow is a state of deep immersion in an activity to the point where one loses track of time, and it is said to enhance happiness and creativity. So, how can we achieve a state of flow? Well, Mihaly identified 9 conditions that make it more likely to experience flow. In this discussion, I'd like to explore how to find things you love or want to do while introducing these 9 conditions. Let's get started. First, the initial condition is having clear goals. This means having a clear understanding of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're going to do it. Clear goals enhance concentration and provide a sense of accomplishment. On the contrary, if your goals are vague, you might find it hard to muster motivation, and there's a higher likelihood of giving up midway. For instance, when studying, setting a specific goal like solve 10 pages of math problems alongside I'm going to study math today is more likely to lead you into a state of flow. Moreover, it's crucial that you set goals for yourself. Goals that you choose willingly, rather than ones imposed by others, tend to bring about a greater sense of fulfillment and motivation. To discover what you love or want to do, it's important to first establish meaningful goals for yourself. The second condition is quick response. This means that you receive immediate feedback on your actions and results. When you receive quick responses, you can gauge how well you're doing and see areas for improvement or the next steps. Conversely, if responses are slow, you might become uncertain if you're heading in the right direction or even lose interest. For example, in a game, when you attack and see the damage dealt or gain experience points upon defeating an enemy, it's an example of a quick response. This makes it easier to become engrossed in the game. On the other hand, when writing a blog and metrics like access numbers or comments don't increase, it's an example of a slow response. This can diminish the enjoyment of writing a blog. It's crucial to create an environment where you receive prompt evaluation and feedback on your actions and results in order to discover what you love or want to do. The third condition is feeling a distortion of time. This means that your perception of time changes when you're in a state of flow. When you're in a state of flow, time can pass in the blink of an eye, or conversely, it can feel like it's passing slowly. This is because your consciousness is completely focused on the task at hand, causing you to forget about your surroundings and even yourself. For example, when watching a movie, you might not realize that 2 hours have passed, or conversely, it might feel longer than it actually is. This is a type of flow experience. To find what you love or want to do, it's important to seek activities where you can become completely absorbed and lose track of time. The fourth condition is not being disturbed by anyone. This means that there is no interference or hindrance from external sources regarding what you are doing. When you are not disturbed by anyone, you can progress with your work at your own pace, and your concentration remains uninterrupted. On the contrary, if someone talks to you or if the phone rings, it disrupts the flow. For example, when you are reading a book and someone interrupts you, doesn't it irritate you? This is because you are disturbed from your flow. In order to find what you love or want to do, it is important to create an environment where you can concentrate. The fifth condition is having a sense of self-control. This means being proactive and having confidence in what you are doing. When you have a sense of self-control, you can take on challenges without feeling anxious or fearful, and you can quickly bounce back from failures. Conversely, if you don't feel in control, you might be swayed by other people's opinions or evaluations, and you may be afraid to take action. For example, when playing a sport, if you have confidence in your skills and strategy, you can enjoy the game, right? This is a kind of flow experience. In order to find what you love or want to do, it is important to have the awareness that you are the protagonist. The sixth condition is focus. This means not being distracted by things other than what you are doing. The more you concentrate, the deeper the flow experience becomes, and performance improves. Conversely, as concentration decreases, the flow experience fades, and performance declines. For example, when studying, if you succumb to temptations like your phone or television, your concentration diminishes. This leads you further away from flow. To find things you love or want to do, it's important to be able to fully concentrate on what you are doing. The seventh condition is balance between skill and challenge. This means that what you are doing matches the level of difficulty to your abilities. When there is a balance between skill and challenge, you can have a moderate level of tension and a sense of challenge, and you can also feel growth. Conversely, if the balance between skill and challenge is disrupted, you will feel boredom or anxiety. For instance, when solving puzzles, if the puzzle is too easy for you, you get bored, and if it's too difficult, you might give up. This is a form of flow experience. To find things you love or want to do, it's important to adjust the level of challenge to match your abilities. The eighth condition is the disappearance of self-awareness. This means no longer evaluating or critiquing oneself for what one is doing. When self-awareness disappears, one can act without being trapped by their emotions and thoughts and remain natural. Conversely, if self-awareness becomes strong, one tends to overly concern oneself with their actions and results and may engage in comparisons with others. For example, when playing music, if one can immerse themselves in the music without worrying about how their performance sounds or how others react, they can enjoy playing. This is a form of flow experience. To find what one loves or wants to do, it is important to liberate oneself and express oneself sincerely. The ninth condition is alignment of action and consciousness. This means that what one is doing aligns with their values and beliefs. When action and consciousness align, one can feel a sense of purpose and meaning in their existence, and also experience satisfaction. Conversely, if action and consciousness are misaligned, one may experience guilt and regret. For example, when working, consider whether your work contributes to society or aligns with your interests and concerns. This is also a form of flow experience. To find what one loves or wants to do, it is important to ensure that one's actions reflect their consciousness. Today, I introduced the 9 flow conditions proposed by Mumti. Try to find activities that meet these conditions and enjoy the flow experience. When you enter a state of flow, your sense of happiness and creativity increases and your potential expands. Discovering what you love to do and what you want to pursue enriches your life. Well then, that's it for today. Look forward to the next time.